Welcome back to another video here at IXCLUSV. Today we will actually be doing an unboxing on the Ultrahuman Ring, which just came through today. So as you can see here, this is the box for the Ultrahuman Ring. I actually received it and it was delivered via DHL. It actually ships from India, which is actually pretty interesting. As you can see, this is the new raw titanium version. So originally I had the matte black version, and about a week and a half after ordering that, I got an email that the raw titanium was available. So I ordered it. So now we're actually going to be doing the unboxing of the raw titanium one. So just give me a few moments to get this open here. And as you can see on my ring, I have the black one. So yeah, I'm going ahead and I'm getting the box opened here. And so when I ordered mine, I also opted in for the gift packaging. So you'll see that I'm not sure if it always comes like this, but I selected for the gift packaging, so that's why mine is in all of this orange here. So first things first, comes with an envelope that says gift of good health, which is always a good thing. And it has a note that says the gift of good health beholds the promise of several tomorrows where dreams come into being and futures unfold. And there it goes, Ultrahuman. So yeah, there you go. You see my matte black ring currently. So I ended up returning that one. But let's go ahead and get this opened up real quick. So it's in kind of like a sleeve. As you can see, I'm trying to get it opened here. All right, there we go. So as you see, I got the black version. And in a few moments here, we're going to take the top off of this. And we're going to see the raw titanium. There we go. Let me see if I can zoom in on this a little bit. There we go. So not as shiny and as glossy as the silver version that they have, but I like it so far. Raw titanium. And that's the comparison of the matte black one to the raw titanium one. I low-key do like the black one, and I do kind of miss it, but soon I am going to be getting a Apple Watch Ultra 2, which is also going to be in titanium. I have the iPhone 15 Pro, which is also in raw titanium, so I just thought it made sense to, keep everything aligned. But yeah, I originally had the black one, and although the black one looks a little bit skinnier, they are the exact same size. Um, so just a little bit more information that they have here. Hey there, you got your hands. Well, this is just a little note here. So it says, let me go ahead and pause that so I can read that real quick. So these are just some instructions, user manual, tips, but it's pretty straightforward. So as you can see, that's the charger back there. And then there's an app that I'll show you a little bit later, but it's very simple to connect. Everything happens via Bluetooth, and you can see all of the details through the app. As I mentioned, I'll show you that in a little bit. But let me get this back in here. All right, so this right here is the dock, which is what the ring sits on when it charges, and which is also what will be used to connect to the app and pair with your device and app. This right here is just a braided cable for USB-C to USB-C. It's just a charger that plugs into the dock, and it does not come with a charging brick, as most things nowadays. So if you already have one from like your iPhone or your Android device, very simple, pretty straightforward. So one last time here, I'm just going to give you a nice little view of the Ultra Air Raw Titanium Ultrahuman Ring. All right, so yeah, let me just go ahead and get this box back up just so that I can do a little bit more videos and a little bit more pictures of that. In the meantime, though, as you can see here, this is the app. There's going to be an option right here. Well, for me, in my case, I'm going to set up a new ring. Tap on that. It's going to have me enter in some information as far as how to set it up. Then it's going to tell me to put my ring on the dock just that it shows you in that illustration. And once it does that, it's going to automatically start communicating with it. Then you're going to press that button that says connect a new ring. It's going to ask to pair up via Bluetooth. And just give it a few moments. It shouldn't take long at all. When it does connect, it's also going to check for the newest firmware update as well. And it even shows you the name of the ring. And that's just some basic information in my app. So even though I am switching rings, the information from the previous ring will still stay there. So all of the information that was recorded from, sleep cycles, heartbeat, all of those good health information is still there. There in the app, you can also see the battery usage. And there's an option right there to refer a friend and get $35 off. I will have that link in the description, so if you do order one, you can get that discount. But as you can see, once you tap on the battery icon, it is even going to show you more details about like the actual battery percentage. So pretty cool and pretty straightforward. And so now what we're going to do here is actually go straight to the website. As you can see, ultrahuman.com. Now, if you do use the link that will be in the description, that's the one that's going to give you that $35 discount towards the Ultrahuman Ring. That's going to take you straight to the buy page. But here on the main page, a few things I do want to point out is, as you can see, this is the Ultrahuman Ring Air. So it accurately measures your sleep, HRV, movement, and temperature with insights to help you improve your health every day. One of the cool things I like here is that it is FSA, HSA eligible. So for me specifically, I was able to use my HSA, and they go through TrueMed, which will allow them to produce a letter of medical necessity by answering a few questions. And so if you do have an FSA or an HSA, you don't necessarily have to take money out of your bank. You can use money that you've already set aside for medical purposes to actually acquire this product. Now, a few basic things, as I mentioned in the video, the raw titanium is something that they've created. I don't even think this was maybe a month ago. Maybe this was sometime back in April, and it's now May 9th. So fairly new. Just to kind of basically go through it, if you go to their website, you are going to see more information about the Ultrahuman Ring. So as you can see, 2.4 grams light, 11 times lighter than your typical smartwatch, which is actually pretty cool because since I got this ring, I actually wear it a little bit more. I do wear it more than I wear my Apple Watch, because I don't even wear my Apple Watch when I go to sleep anymore. But yes, so they mentioned that it gets up to 6 days of battery life. Me personally, I have not gotten 6 days out of my ring. I think I probably get about 3 to 4 days. But keep in mind, when I do go to the gym, I am enabling the workout mode, which continuously tracks your heart rate and other pieces of information when you're doing a workout. So maybe because I do that, maybe that's using a lot more battery life. But I personally haven't gotten 6 days out of it, but it definitely does last longer than my Apple Watch. So in my book, that's a plus. So yeah, so if you just go through the page, you'll see a lot of information about it. So they talk about how they, you know, have all of this technology in a footprint that is very, very small, and you'll see like all of these different like chips and processors that read all of this information about how you sleep and your heart rate and all of that good stuff. I personally do think I still appreciate having an Apple Watch as well as the Ultrahuman Ring because they track different things. They have different purposes, in my opinion. This one is more so geared towards sleep, health, and heart rate. Whereas the Apple Watch, of course, you know, it gives you a lot more information. You can get notifications, have access to apps as well as the screen. So, in my personal opinion, they do different things, so it kind of makes sense to have both. The Ultrahuman also in their app, it does also allow you to connect your Apple Health. If you're an Android person, they allow you to connect Google Fit. They also allow you to connect, I believe it's Fitbit and a few other different apps. So I thought that was pretty cool. Some other things I'll mention here real quick is if this is something you're into, they do also have M1. So, Ultrahuman M1 helps you measure the impact of food and activity on your body in real time through glucose and biomarker as a biomarker. So, I thought that was pretty interesting. As you can see, it kind of looks like a K when it's sideways. But yeah, so as you can see, this is kind of how the app looks as you all seen earlier. You know, it has like a movement index, sleep index, recovery, and now they even have a stress meter. And then if you are doing the M1, as you can see, it kind of shows you stuff about like your glucose level, your metabolic score. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm not aware of any other companies that are doing that. I could be wrong, but I thought that was pretty cool. You'll also get notifications like letting you know if your heart rate dropped late when you're sleeping and things of that nature, which I've gotten on my app through the Ultrahuman Ring. And I think I personally feel like having access to that information has caused me to pay attention to a lot more things, like how early I sleep, how long I sleep, when I should sleep, if I'm taking in too much caffeine, different things of that nature. So, as you can see here in the top right, there's this big green buy now button. As I mentioned, if you use the discount or the link in the description that will give you that $35 discount, it's automatically going to take you to this page. Here it actually shows you how many people are viewing this, the earliest dispatch, the different ways that you can pay, such as PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay. You can do, what is this? Shop Pay, or even FSA, HSA, like we talked about, through TrueMed. As you can see, raw titanium is the newest color, but they also have Aster Black, which has kind of like a gloss to it. The matte gray, which was one that I originally had, as you can see, it kind of looks kind of like a black when you wear it, but it's kind of like well, it's matte, so it's not shiny, if that makes sense. They have their gold, and then they have their silver. As you can see, when you first order it, you have the option of automatically choosing your ring if you know what size you wear, or opting in for the free air sizing kit. I highly recommend doing the sizing kit. It comes with all of these different sizes in it, different rings, and you just try it on and see which works best for you. Now, I will mention that I personally have noticed that as your weight fluctuates, so like let's say if you gain 3 pounds or you lose 3 pounds, that weight will also be contribute to the size of your finger. So if you let's say for me, for example, I believe I have a 9. So if I gain like 3 pounds, the ring will be a little bit snug, like when taking it on or off, and I might have to switch fingers, like to my right hand from my left. But then again, if I also go down 3 pounds, then it'll be perfectly fit. or maybe even begin to get a little bit loose. And once again, if I just switch it to the other hand, the other index finger on my other hand, it fits perfectly. That's also something else I wanted to mention. It is also recommended that you do wear it on your index finger. Now, I do see some people wear it on their middle finger, their ring finger, and even some on their pinky. But as you can see, if you look at their Instagram page, majority of the times you see it, it is going to be on the index finger or the middle finger. So I did just want to bring that to your attention, but it's totally up to you. So I would mention doing the sizing kit. If you do have a trade in like an Aura or an Ultrahuman R1, you can trade that in, and they'll show you what the trade-in credits are for that. You can add engraving. I personally didn't, but you're welcome to do what you like. I did personally get the insurance. As you can see, it protects you from accidental damage, gives you coverage for your new ring. So it's an extra value on trade-in options, accidental damage protection, theft and loss coverage, priority shipping, and care. And I did communicate with them, as I mentioned earlier. When I got my matte gray ring, about 2 weeks later, they came out with the raw titanium. I was able to communicate with them, and they just shipped me out a new ring with a return label. Now, as I mentioned, they are located in India. I myself am located here in the US, in Florida. So whenever I communicated with them, it was through emails, and they do respond back pretty fast. Within about 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even less, I got a response, so that was pretty cool. If you do decide to get the insurance like I did, which comes out to about $30 a year or $2.50 a month, that brings you up to about $379 before taxes. So I did just want to point that out. As I mentioned, if you use my link in the description, that'll give you $35 off, so totally up to you. As we reviewed earlier, this is what comes in the box: your ring, the charging dock, and a USB-C to C cable, as well as some information, manuals, and things of that nature. But for the most part, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty straightforward. Once again, if you did find this video helpful, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it does help this channel, and I would truly appreciate it.